They put a knife to my throat, threw me in the backseat of their car, and they kidnapped me. Hi, I'm Joseph Tapper, known as the Speaking Sax. Since I was in high school, I wanted to be a motivational speaker. Had no idea how to make that happen. I saw courses that cost tens of thousands of dollars. No way I could afford that. But I believe that life places dreams in our hearts long before we're even born, and will do whatever's necessary to bring that dream to fruition. Many people call it your destiny. I call it your dream. And that dream is given just to you. And life will do whatever's necessary to bring that dream to fruition. Oftentimes, people think that the road to success is paved in gold, but it's not. Many times it's gravel and dirt and it has potholes in it. It zigzags to the left and to the right. All we have to do is continue on that path. I graduated high school and I moved to Phoenix, Arizona to go to college. I was working my way through college, working at a self-service gas station in a small booth with a window this size for the customers to pay through. One evening, about 10:30 at night, a gentleman walked up to the window and he reached through there with $3 in his hand. That's back when gasoline was 50 cents a gallon. As I reached for the money, he dropped the money and grabbed my wrist and twisted it behind my back and put a knife to my throat. I'm no expert in anatomy, but you feel that soft skin on your neck? I feel there's a connection between that soft skin on your neck and your bladder. Because as soon as I felt the sharp blade of that knife up against my neck, my bladder lost its contents. It's fascinating. Anyway, he said, hand me the money out the cash drawer. So I'm passing him the money as quickly as I could. And he said something that caused me to pause. He said, have you ever been killed before? I thought about it. As a matter of fact, I had not. I also noticed that he had had shrimp scampi for lunch. But I knew I was dealing with a kook now. I said, no, sir, I have not. He said, well, if you try anything, I'll kill you. After that, they snatched me out of the booth and threw me in the back seat of their car. I'm laying on the back seat of the car. Two guys were up front. The guy with the knife was back there with me, punching on me, pushing that knife against my side. And they drove around until they found a big open field. It was pitch black. They pulled up and they told me to get out and lay face down in the dirt. I'm laying face down in the dirt when the guy with the knife starts to approach me. The driver jumps out, grabs him, and pushes him back in the car, and they sped off. That night, my life changed. I panicked. I wanted to complete a business degree, but I panicked. I dropped out of college and I joined the Air Force. Now watch the journey that life carried me on. I joined the Air Force, which took me to Denver, Colorado, where I got married. Then I moved to Richmond, Virginia, and started a business. Made a ton of money, but I didn't know how to run a business, so I got in trouble with the IRS. My mother in Florida passed away and left me a house. So I moved to Florida, but the IRS was hot on my tracks. So I found a tax agent. He was having a workshop. I attended the workshop, and in that workshop, I met this lady that intrigued me. I had to meet her. Afterwards, I introduced myself. She gave me her business card. Dr. Tina Dupree, the chicken lady, the founder of the Professional Speakers Network. She trains motivational speakers. Life was pushing me into my dream. Since then, I've spoken all across the country. I've had in my audience Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, governors Jeb Bush, Charlie Crist, dignitaries from around the world, all because I was pushed into my dream. You see, I wouldn't have attended that workshop if I hadn't have been in Florida. I wouldn't have been in Florida if my mother hadn't have passed away and left me that house. I wouldn't have needed that workshop if I hadn't have got in trouble with the IRS. I probably wouldn't have gotten in trouble with the IRS if I knew anything about running a business, which I would have gotten if I had completed my business degree. I didn't do that because I panicked and dropped out of college. Three lessons I learned from that. One is be sensitive to what life is trying to teach you. In every experience, there's a lesson to be learned, but you have to be sensitive to listen to that. Don't panic. Trust in the process. The second thing I learned is that challenges are your friends. They're not sent to hurt you. Life often uses challenges to shape and mold us into the people that we need to be to walk into that dream placed in our hearts. So don't panic when challenges come. Trust the process. Understand that those challenges are sent your way to shape and mold you into the person that you need to be. The third thing I learned is that you are created for success. Life wants nothing more than to see you succeed and will do whatever is necessary, including pushing you into your dream to get you to fulfill your dreams. So be encouraged, never give up. Understand that the path you're on was mapped out for you long before you were even born. The only thing you need to do is never give up. Keep moving forward. You see, you provide the motion. Let the universe provide the direction. All you have to do is never give up. I'm Joseph Tapper. Thank you.